And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Excellent job defensively there from Kobe Turner.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To the air, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, here's Williams. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Smith now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd down. Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete right side to Komet. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Williams. This is caught. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it, taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
22, 50-50.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, 50.
Now it's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming, he's by himself, Keenan Allen. Now he's loose down the left sideline and down to the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.